Hi there, it's David Duford at BuyLifeInsuranceForBurial.com, where we help answer your questions about life insurance and burial insurance. Today's topic is reviewing what a 10-year term life insurance policy does and the three situations that I see most commonly make the most sense and reasons why people purchase a 10-year term life insurance product to begin with. So the first thing to clarify is what exactly is a 10-year term life insurance. Very simple. First of all, term insurance is short for terminating insurance. It's insurance for a term of time. It's not the opposite, permanent insurance. So it covers you for a set period of time. Of course, in this example, that would be 10 years. So when you buy a term life insurance policy and you're covered with a 10-year term life insurance, you're covered for that 10-year period of time for how much ever coverage you purchased. And in most cases, your term insurance premium is level throughout that period. And so what I want to talk about is why people would choose a 10-year term life insurance product versus some of the other alternatives for life insurance out there, including longer length period of time term insurance, like 20 or 30-year terms, as well as other products too. So number one reason would be it's the cheaper of the alternatives. So what I mean by that is, generally speaking, the longer you go out and you insure with a term policy, the higher premiums you will pay. So for example, if I'm 33 today and I buy a 10-year term policy that covers me till 43, that's going to be substantially less expensive than a 30-year term insurance policy or a whole life insurance policy, which would cover me for 30 years and then for my entire life, respectively. So you see, the longer you're covered, the more you're going to pay. And for some people, it's more important to make sure they get a low price and have something covered versus having a longer period of time, maybe for a price they're just not comfortable with. So a 10-year term insurance product can be a good compromise in getting coverage in place in order to have something versus nothing at all. Secondly, it's really a good match if your needs match the period of time that the 10-year term coverage offers. And what I mean by that is very simple. Maybe you don't have some longer term reason to have long-term term insurance. Maybe a 30-year term insurance policy doesn't make sense for the shorter term obligation underlying the reason why you bought a 10-year term policy to begin with. Perfect example for that is that, for example, if you own a business and let's say you took out a loan and that loan is 5 years, 10 years, and your bank requires you to insure against the loan so that if you die, the bank's principal allotment to you is paid off so they don't have to worry about losing their investment. Why would you necessarily buy a 30-year term versus a 10-year term? There may be some reasons, but truthfully, 10-year term would be a perfect solution if the main goal was just to cover the loan outstanding to indemnify the bank. So always ask yourself, why am I buying a policy? What do I want to accomplish? And for what period of time do I need it to accomplish? And somewhat similar to that is reason three, is that I see a lot of purchases for 10-year term life insurance for people who are usually 50 and older. The reason we see this is because the main purpose for buying term insurance is to cover or replace your income if you pass away earlier than expected. And when we are trying to replace income, usually it's up to retirement age for most people to make sure that some kind of term coverage is in place to protect to the point when they're going to retire and then draw off of their investments and Social Security. So since you're over 50, you have longer or less, or you have a shorter period of time before you reach the ideal retirement age of somewhere around 65. So your length of time for term insurance may be not as maybe okay to get a shorter term than a longer term policy. So we see a lot of people who buy 10-year, 15-year term policies that are 50 and older, just enough to take them across or at the retirement age, and then ensure that if they pass away for some reason that their surviving family will have supplementary income or income to supplement what they would have made in their years that they were alive but couldn't make it because of a terrible tragedy. So these are just a couple of samples why a 10-year term life insurance product makes great sense. There's more reasons to look for term insurance, and I want to invite you to the corresponding webpage below. It will take you to my website, BuyLifeInsuranceForBurial.com. You'll see in the menu up there about different term insurance options such as 10-year term. Click that. It will give you more information on how term life insurance works, who's it's ideal for, and what you need to know in order to qualify. What we do at BuyLifeInsuranceForBurial.com is work with different insurance companies. We shop it for you. We're brokers in order to get you the best combination of price or value. And it's very easy to find out what you may qualify for. There's two things you need to do or can do in order to find out. First, I would recommend is to call us direct at 888-626-0439. You'll reach myself or one of my team, and we'll give you a free quote within 5 minutes or less. Otherwise, if you'd rather send a message, you can go to my website, buylifeinsuranceforburial.com. Look to the left side of the screen or the bottom, and you'll be able to submit a message that way. And we'll give you some quotes over the messaging system, or the email, as they say. My name is Dave Duford at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com. Thank you for watching. Take care.